Hi, and welcome again to another one of Shodredux's Battlefield Play4Free video commentaries. If you have not played the game yet, go to battlefield.play4free.com.
Thank you very much, Allison, for that introduction there.
You are welcome.
See, women love me.
Sure, if they are text-to-speech women, you jerk.
Well, that's not very nice.
You, use me, you chauvinistic pig.
Yes, you're right, and I told you that, and that's only because I couldn't get another female to do my intro for my commentary.
Well, good luck finding a new woman who can talk like this, you loser.
I don't think I'll ever understand. Anywho, back to the topic at hand here. In case you guys haven't already guessed it, I'll be doing the video on the AH-64 attack chopper, so I hope you guys enjoy it. The AH-64 is a vehicle that is owned by the US side. It is currently also in the maps Dragon Valley and Omen. The total amount of primary missiles that you get with the AH-64 is 15. And the amount of secondary heavy anti-vehicle missiles you get is 2. The AH-64 is an attack chopper that serves all types of purposes, for going against regular ground infantry units, to light armor to heavy armor units, and also if you're lucky enough and skilled enough, you can take out enemy aircrafts with it as well. The AH-64 is definitely built for mobility purposes and being able to do what you need to do to attack your enemies. The amount of units that you can carry inside the attack chopper is 2, you being the pilot, and 1 gunner. With the attack chopper though, you can get away without using the gunner, but if you have a gunner in there to help you, it's always a plus, because in case you run out of your missiles, you can always use him as a backup to be able to maintain fire and cover. As far as making your shots count, one of the good things that you can do inside the AH-96, in case you didn't want to use your standard primary rockets to make more precision shots on vehicles or infantry, the nice thing about the secondary fire on the AH-64 with those anti-vehicle heavy hitting rockets, they do have a large enough splash damage to kill infantry units within its damage radius. So, you know, in case you come up against any infantry units, a large group of them, and you do have 2 of those secondary missiles at hand, realistically you should be able to launch 1 missile within that group if you're close enough to them. Of course, if you encounter a vehicle that has been tracer darted, those anti-vehicle secondary missiles do have a lock-on feature, and they will go towards the target that is you know, already tracer darted. So whenever you're using the secondary missiles to take out, you know, close range infantry units, just make sure that you're close enough to them in order to fire that missile, or else it can just go, you know, completely away from where you're firing. I would say it has about a range of like, well, I wouldn't know how to approximate the range, but I would say after about maybe the first 1 to 2 seconds, if it doesn't make impact and there's somebody tracer darted, that missile will go and follow the guy that's actually tracer darted in whatever vehicle he's in. So in case you didn't know about that in the secondary fire for the AH-96, now you do. Of course, statistics carry over the same way with the MIL helicopter for the RU side, but I'm just going over this specific aircraft. If you master the AH-64 helicopter via piloting and being able to make accurate shots with those missiles, which tends to be a bit of a learning curve, but it's definitely well worth it because it'll increase your kill streak status drastically, as well as being able to assist your team in any type of area they need assisting in. Also, a couple things you need to worry about when you're in the helicopter, even though they may not seem very big, but these are just little side things besides, you know, other attack choppers that could come and easily take you out if you're not paying close enough attention. Snipers. Be very careful, especially going head-on with a sniper in the attack chopper, or else he could easily line up a shot and take you out, and you'll pretty much be dead via headshot through the cockpit glass of the helicopter, and that would make you very angry. Also, just a bit of a side note, the only way you can actually damage the AH-64 as well as the MIL is, you know, without any type of rockets or explosives, is if you shoot at the wheels underneath the helicopters, you'll be able to do damage to them, even though it would be minutely done depending on the weapon you have. But on average, it tends to do 1 to 2 damage depending on how close you are with it or how powerful the weapon is. Sometimes if you're using the Rex or the M95 and you hit the wheel, it can do around 10 to 20 damage. Out of all the helicopters in Battlefield Play for Free outside of the mill, the AH-64 has the best mobility and ease of handling. So once you learn how to do this one, then I would suggest moving on to the support choppers or any of the other choppers in Battlefield Play for Free. The amount of primary rockets it takes to take out the opposing attack chopper is about 5 to 8 if you're having a really good streak with the helicopter. To take out an infantry unit, of course, if you have a well-placed shot with the secondary, it takes 1 hit. If you use the primary, it'll take 1 hit too, but it needs to be a direct hit or relatively close enough for the splash damage to kill him. As far as the light attack vehicles go, the secondary fire for the AH-64, if you have it tracer darted, it takes 2 direct hits with those, so you launch both of them and you'll be able to take out the LAV quite effectively. As far as tanks go, I would say it would be better to take them out with the primary, because if you use and unload your entire amount of rockets, which is, like I said, 15, you'll be able to kill the tank with all the amount of rockets that you have, giving maybe a few to spare. However, if you use the secondary rockets and the tank is at full health and locked onto via tracer dart, the total amount of damage it does is 400 per rocket, so a total of 800 damage if you launch both the rockets at it, leaving it with 200 health left, and you can just take it out with the remaining primary rockets you should have left, if you decide to do it that way. Also, remember, if you do have a gunner with you that is assisting you, make sure you line up shots for him as well. If you can see the little meter right below the cockpit there's a little box that moves left and right. That's actually your guy's field of view for the gunner, so you want to line up shots for him whenever possible if you run out of ammo. So make sure you line him up for him so he can get some good kill assists for you too. And make sure you fly level enough so that way the lag doesn't affect him. Okay, so the conclusion with this attack chopper, it's very devastating if you know what you're doing with it, how to fly it, and if you are very, very, very supportive with your team. And what I mean by that is going through and assisting and capturing flags as well, or defending them. Not to mention, if you're going to have a partner with you, make sure you're courteous to him so that way he can go through and get his kills as well and help you out while you're reloading. Or even so, just help him get the kills that you won't be able to necessarily easily get. Also, just a last note, you do have the flares to actually get rid of lock-ons for being tracer darted or the anti-aircraft missiles, so of course you would use those in those time of needs there. And right here coming up, you'll definitely see a primary example of how to line up your gunner for shots, so he'll be able to take out those enemies quite effectively while you're waiting for your helicopter to reload. Oh, and last but not least, the person that actually suggested this video, his name is Malliking. 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 I hope I said your name right, but if not, I typed it out just for you. Alrighty, so other than that, that's all I have for this particular video, guys. Also, again, if you guys want to submit your own introductions for my videos and ideas, go ahead and do that as well, titled video suggestion, okay? And just keep your ideas coming. I'll see you guys next time.